What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to tell you all this story today because like when it happened, I was so embarrassed. Like I couldn't even believe like what I had done or whatever. So yeah, y'all, I'm still looking back on it. Like it's kind of funny now, but to be honest with you, like at the time I was like, really, AB, really? So today your girl is going to tell you about the time that she found out that she might just be a tad bit ghetto for law school. So let me explain to you why though. So if you don't know, the legal field is generally pretty conservative, right? And I know I didn't see some of y'all lawyers, so I'm sure like that's hard to believe, but the truth of the matter is generally it's a very conservative profession. And so somewhere between only like 2 and 5% of lawyers in the United States are black. So y'all can see what I'm up against, right? Like y'all, I gotta tell y'all the backstory. So here, this is what you gotta know about your girl though, before we get started. What you gotta know is, so your girl, you know, I grew up in the hood, but I went to school in the suburbs, you know what I mean? I like to read and go to museums and stuff like that, but I also listen to like Nicki Minaj and City Girls and Roddy Ricch, AD, stuff like that, you know? So, you know, I have a little bit of a mixed vibe, right? I got friends from the hood, you know, friends that's strippers and all kind of crazy stuff. And then I have friends who are in corporate America and government, you know, officials and stuff like that. So I have a blend mix of a crowd. But the thing is, y'all, like, my two worlds be getting the best of me sometimes. And this was one of those days, and it was early in my law school career. It was like early in my career where it was like, okay, girl. Because you know what they say, first impressions are everything. So, okay, I know y'all want to hear the story, so I'm gonna tell you. So, I had just moved back to Los Angeles from Atlanta, right? Me and my son. And so now, you know, I'm a single mom, and I had got a new job, and I hadn't even been at the job a month, I don't think. I had only been there a few weeks, so I was still kind of getting my bearings and things like that. And so I actually took this class, like a writing class, right, before law school actually started. So it was basically like a summer bridge type of thing, that if you guys, anyone who went to like UC schools, I think state schools don't too, but you know, just kind of bridge the gap from wherever you're coming from into law school, because it's a totally new way of thinking. So yeah, I'm taking this class, right? And so the class started at like 6 and I got off work at 5. But if you know anything about LA traffic, like it could take you an hour to get around the corner, right? So in actuality, my job was maybe about 20 minutes from the school at the time, but because of traffic, it was going to take me at least an hour, right? And so this was like, mind you, I had just started this job, so it wasn't like I could be like, oh, I need to leave early because I got law school and stuff like that. Yeah, so it wasn't happening. So I was like, okay, I was prepared, right? On this day, I was like, as soon as 5 o'clock hit, I'm clocking out and I'm booking it, heels and all. So I go through my day, I'm working, 4:59 hit, boom, I go into the little clock out software, type in my password, because when 5 o'clock hit, I'm pushing that button, I gotta go. 4:59, we get to 5 o'clock, boom, I'm up out of there, booking it. Because you know, here's the thing, like if you worked in like some of these fancy law firms that are in big buildings, once 5 o'clock hit, everybody trying to get off the building, okay, everybody. So that's when the elevator starts stopping at every floor, and it took you 5 minutes instead of 5 seconds to get from floor 20 to floor 2. I didn't have time. I needed to be the first one on the elevator. I needed to go. So boom, I'm to the elevator, boom, we cool, smooth ride down. Smooth ride down. Okay, I think I stopped maybe like 2-3 floors. That was okay. Smooth ride down. We down. Okay. Get to the first floor. Boop, book it to my car. I'm in heels, y'all. I ain't even took my shoes off because I knew I wasn't gonna have time. The audacity. Hold up. Okay, my bad, y'all. That's what I get back. I turned my phone off. Okay, but anyway, so I didn't even take my heels off because I knew I was not gonna have time to change my shoes from whatever I had to heels once I got to school, because I literally only had an hour. So I'm in the car, I'm in traffic. At first it's cool. I'm riding. I'm like, okay, I might get here on time. All right, cool. I got my music bumping. I'm going. I don't know what was high. It was like Sweetie, 8 Figures. That's my type something. I don't know. I'm grooving, trying to get my vibe on before school because I'm nervous. So, boom. Then the traffic hit, and I'm like, ugh. So now I'm inching, and I'm inching, and I'm inching, and I'm inching, and I'm inching. I'm inching, and I'm getting more and more scared. And you know, I had ways going or something. Even though I know my way, it was like, I think it's like a habit so I can see what time I'm gonna get to a location. ADHD moment, like the airplane, like how it distracted me. But anyways, back to the story. So, yeah, so I have like ways on to see like what time I'm gonna get to school. And so, you know, I go from like 5:56 to like 5:57, 5:58, 5:59. We're looking at 6. We're looking at 6:01. Okay. So now I'm nervous, right? Pressure on high, whatever. So I'm driving, I'm swerving through traffic. Like if you an LA driver, you know how to swerve and swoop and gangster and do what you gotta do, get in and out of traffic. Cool. So I get to the gate, like the security gate, probably at like 5:58, right? Get to the parking lot, park, it's like 5:59. Bust out the car, break it, hit the elevator. Now mind you, the class was in like an old building, elevator slow. So I'm just like, okay, I don't want to be late, because you want to set a good impression your first day. You know, this is like professional school, you know, it's not like high school or undergrad when you kind of getting your bearings straight. Like most people are now adults, you know what I mean? And so you want to set a good example. So I'm like praying that I'm gonna be on time. I'm like, God, please, anything, please, just let me be on time. I get out the elevator, I literally open the door. If you ask me, it was 6 o'clock. It was 6 o'clock. Open the door at 6 o'clock. My professor is like, late. I told y'all it was gonna be at least 1. Something she said. So I'm like, okay. So now, right, I'm already nervous, sweating, heartbeat. Right? When I'm trying to play it cool, play it hot, you know, everybody, I'm Tupac, all eyes on me. Hey. So, you know, it's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, my bad. I apologize. So the professor like, come sit up here by me. At this point, I'm thinking like, sis, you better be lucky I like the audience, because really. But it's okay. That saved me the pressure. I have to see who I'm gonna sit by. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I prance, you know, I poodle on to the front. Prance, poodle, whatever. Poodle on to the front. Sit in my seat. Cool. So at this point, right, what happens? Oh, okay, so at this point, we're doing introductions. People are introducing themselves, things like that. I hadn't missed anything, thank God, but she was just getting started, but still, you know what I mean? So anyways, everybody's introducing themselves, and then we start talking about a book that was assigned for us to read. So rewind. Before the class started, we were assigned to read a book titled, okay. So before the class started, we were assigned to read the book 1L. And the book is basically about the author's first year in Harvard Law School, at Harvard Law School. And so initially, I'm like, here we go. I gotta read some literature about somebody who I can't relate to, because I don't go to Harvard, didn't apply to Harvard, wasn't even gonna try. Could've if I applied myself. But I really was like, what does a first year Harvard Law student have in common with me? Like, we already starting this off on an uneven footing. But to be honest with you, the book was actually really, really good. So if you are considering law school, or even if you're already in law school, or know someone, whatever, I highly recommend reading it, because it puts so many things into perspective for me. And yeah, so it was a good book. So anyways, she gets to talking about the book, right? So she has a little discussion, and then at this point, she's basically asking for opinions about like what people thought about the book. So, y'all, this is the part of the story where your girl just showed out. Like, your girl, yeah, I'm talking about straight out of Compton, okay? Girl, I'm like even shamed to even tell the part. Okay, so the professor goes, AP, what you think about this story? What's your opinion? Yeah. Okay. Y'all not gonna believe what y'all not gonna believe me. You're not. That's what I'm gonna say anyway. Ready? Your girl, my response was, well, shoot, as long as you stick to your script and stay 10 toes down, you should be alright. I know. But like I said, in my defense, your girl is from the hood. Like, one of my biggest influences is Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. But like, even I was shocked at myself. It was at that moment. It was at that very moment that your girl said, okay, they need to bring back charm school or something, because your girl got some work to do, especially if she gonna boss up in this here profession. Like, I can't be going out like that, y'all. But like, kudos to my professor, and this is why like she's one of my favorite people now and like biggest supporters now, is because like my professor was so cool about it. She was like, ooh, toes to the ground, I like that, and then proceeded to use it as an example in several other situations in class throughout the entire week. No, so on the one hand, like, I still feel like, girl, really, like, you could have been a little more profound or educated, okay? Like, let's don't get it twisted, okay? Your girl, you know, she got her accolades. I got 2 bachelors, a master's, maybe working on this JD. Like, your girl is smart, her vocabulary is a little advanced. I could say that. With this grammar, I always tell my professor, like, girl, I got a Stanford mind and a Compton grammar, so I don't know. Hopefully I get it together eventually. But yeah, like, it was at that moment where I was like, okay, AB, like, you gonna have to you got some cleaning up to do. And I'm still working on it, y'all. Like, I've gotten a lot better. Let me say that. I have gotten a lot better. I'm still a little goofy, but I'm working on it. But like, I think it definitely made me look at myself and do some self-reflecting and say, girl, that is not gonna work. That's not gonna be okay. So, but yeah, I feel a little better now. Like I said, your girl still got some work to do. And that's why I've been trying, I work with my mentors and stuff like that to try to, you know, clean it up a little bit. Cause I wanna be, you know, I wanna be fly, I wanna be top notch. But yeah, that is my story for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this story and you want to hear others, you want to follow me on my journey, you want to see what your girl got going on, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it so that, you know, my channel can grow and, you know, people can join the hyped up crew. Get hyped. Let's get hyped about the law and law school and being, you know, being top notch. Let's do it. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. It was fun. But yeah, so like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you can know when I upload videos, because y'all know I don't have no schedule right now. I'm working on it, but you know, your girl got a lot going on. But yeah, thank you. Till next time.